I'm not here to make a detailed review of Assassin's Creed Origins because it has been out since October of 2017. I'm here to talk about my final thoughts about this game that I just finished. AC Origins is a historical dive in ancient Egypt. You control a character named Bayek, whose son was killed by the order of the ancients. Time is set during the time of Cleopatra, where the famous pyramids were already built years ago. I got to explore some of these pyramids, which was a great experience because these pyramids has always fascinated me and I was curious what it was like inside these great structures. Revenge and justice are very strong motivations to complete Bayek's mission. Removing evil men and destroying a corrupt government feels just and satisfying. What's good with this game is although the open world can get repetitive, the level and world design makes up for it. The placement of units and different areas make running around feel like a real adventure. Although the enemy AI can be stupid, the world feels alive with how it looks. With this, I think the main asset of AC Origins is its world. I mean, every time I run around the world, I can't help but check out my surroundings. I even zoom in to what the farmers are farming. I was given an idea on how life was back in those times in Egypt. It may not be accurate, but I get to live it interactively through a game. That's what I love with Assassin's Creed games. You get to experience how it may be like living in historical times. In this game, I saw how farmers grew their crops, or the fact that even though it was a desert, there were a lot of fertile fields with many plants and trees. The land of Egypt during these times had a lot of Greeks. Their structures, incorporated in Egypt, especially in Alexandria, were wonders to behold. In their structures, both Egyptian and Greek, there are secret passages that you can miss. Although not required to find these hidden passages, finding one, taking in and learning how these might have been built filled me with awe. Also, Egypt's architectural wonders are a sight to behold, like the ancient pyramids and the Sphinx itself, which I only saw in pictures. When I look at the Sphinx in Google Pictures, I thought it was huge. But when I actually was at the Sphinx as Bayek, it did not look as huge. But still, it's amazing to behold. Coincidentally, Bayek thinks the same way I do. When I first saw the Sphinx and thought it wasn't that huge, Bayek said the same thing. I also got to see the Sphinx in its proper form and not the withered form of the current real one. It's incredible to feel how life was back then in a place like Egypt. And let's not forget the historical key personalities you'll meet in the game like Cleopatra and Julius Caesar of Rome. And when you play this game, you realize these historical figures were only humans that have many flaws just like us. And they looked so fragile in front of my assassin character, by the way. Besides these characters, you'll also get to see the tomb of former pharaohs and even the tomb of Alexander the Great. If you're interested in history, then playing this game will feel amazing. AC Origins does not fail on showing the brutality of people in these times. How people can mercilessly kill good people in brutal and morbid ways. Some feed people to crocodiles. Some people are used to be killed by elephants, so these elephants can be trained to kill people. Partner history with fiction and controversy, the ancient aliens finally arrives in an Assassin's Creed game in Egypt. Exploring pyramids, discovering ancient artifacts, both mundane and out of this world, is fascinating. The game urged me to keep playing despite my adventurous side already wanting to explore the world. You level up by completing quests and upgrade gear through materials from hunting and collecting carbon crystals. Maxing out all of my gear required exploration of every nook and cranny to find that precious carbon crystals. And if finding these blue gems scattered around the world isn't enough to max out my gear, the gold I collected in my adventures can be used to buy these upgrade materials from an NPC. Every side quest, every exploration, and saving up on gold felt rewarding. I also got to be a detective as a Magi. I find clues, investigate, ask around, deduce, and come up with a conclusion on what has happened in a specific crime scene. The game's presentation of the story through cutscenes are immersive. The facial expressions and voice acting were well made and full of emotion, which led me to really feel what it was like to be in the shoes of Bayek. The pain of losing his son in front of his eyes, vowing to make revenge, taking the lives of corrupt officials, doing the things he does so no other father will lose a child from evil men, filled me with hate, anger, and satisfaction. In a good way. Meaning this game really got me immersed with the story. Assassin's Creed Origins has been a great experience. It's based on history and not actual history, but more or less I get to experience ancient Egypt. This game also marked the beginning of the Brotherhood of Assassins. I truly had a great experience with Assassin's Creed Origins. These games has always been a historical dive into specific times, and this one, once again, did not fail. Now, this next part is the ending of Assassin's Creed Origins. If you haven't played the game yet, I suggest you stop watching the video now.
I ask only this, that you join with me in building a new Rome.
A Rome with you as king?
Let Caesar speak!
We want a Rome that offers justice, peace, and land to all its citizens, not just the privileged few.
You are just as privileged as I.
I am not dictator for life.
An honor bestowed upon me by the people of Rome. Would you have me refuse such a gift?
We would have you think of Rome before yourself.
I will unite the Republic. Senatus Populusque Romanus, for the Senate and the people of Rome.
Republic? You speak of republic while coveting a crown?
Marcus Antonius offered me the crown at the Lupercalia festival. I refused it.
And what a pretty play it was! You don't need a crown. They have made you a god.
Mark me, Gaius Cassius Longinus. Support me in my dreams for Rome, and old divisions will be forgotten.
Senators, the war is over!
The drums of dissent have reached a fever pitch.
Rome will not be a monarchy again.
It seems Brutus would start a revolution. But against what, my friend? We desire the same things.
How can you say that when you have raised yourself so far above the people?
I speak for the people.
You have seized the rights of the citizenry.
No. The people infused with fear and blinded by patriotism offered up all of their rights to their leader and did it gladly so.
Who made you leader of Rome?
The eternal city herself.
Caesar will not be reasoned with.
Senators, we still have a voice in this forum.
I will hear your complaints.
Caesar deigns to listen. Romans rejoice.
You too, my child.
The tyrant is dead. You are free now.
Do I know you? You who strikes from the shadows.
The same fate will come to all despots.
In the end, it is impossible not to become what others believe you are. And I was a god!
There is a new creed now.
Yeah! Rome is eternal! She will never fall to you or your kind.
Freedom is not given, Caesar. It is taken. Requiescat in pace, Caesar.
Do you know what you've done? Caesarion would have sat on the throne of Rome.
Listen to the cries in the streets. They call you a dead tyrant's whore.
I am still your queen.
You are a queen of liars and snakes. I fought for you for 5 years. Our people worshipped you. Apollodorus died for you for Egypt.
For Egypt? I am Egypt!
Then be the ruler our people deserve. Or nothing will save you from my blade across your throat. You are the last of the pharaohs. Bayek. Caesar has been assassinated. Septimius is also dead. I have founded a bureau in the middle of Rome. Yet, no one knows of our existence. Like Amun, we are the Hidden Ones.
I believe in you.
The irony of freedom. We are free of each other, yet it brings me no happiness. We must move forward. Remain in our tempest of blood poetry. Despite it all, we dance, and they die. From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. Humans are not meant to last forever. But this creed will. The creed is the only immortal thing in the world.
Go home. You're free.
I don't want to go home by myself. I'm scared.
Should we take him to the bureau?
No. I'll take you home.
Let nothing grieve you beyond measure, for your life is short and time will claim its toll. But I am no longer who I was. I have renounced all love I once had. I have renounced Aya. I have killed Aya. I am now the Hidden One, known as Amunet. May your victories multiply.